Hello everyone, this is Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel. Just a warning to say you've been duly warned. This video is going to be long. I have 10 journals to go through, and if I'm sounding quiet, it's because I'm further away from the microphone plugging in another light. So anyway, I have 10 journals to go through. The theme is children's storybook, and I'm very excited. I also have some new things in my shop that go along with this that I want to talk about. So that will all be in the description box below, and I'll mention it as I go along. There's two new ephemera packs, Vintage Storytime and Tell Me a Story. Those are the ephemera packs. I used quite a lot of those throughout here, as well as actual real children's book pages and things like that. So here we go. These are all from Mandy. These are a personal size traveler's notebook inserts. So they're 3 1/4 by 6 1/4, or 3 3/4 by 6 3/4. I think that's what it is. Anyway, I do want to go through these and just take my time because there are so many touches. Let me try to get them out of the viewing area to where I can grab one at a time. Okay. This is the first one, and these are just like Indian fabric. They're not sari, but Indian fabric that I just used to tie it, because she'll actually be putting them in a cover, so she can just take these and use them for her own crafts if she wants to. But my little children's journals, I'm going to be selling this size. They will come with one of these as well, and you can do what you like with it. So here we go. She wanted bright and colorful. This is an actual book page image. It's not printed. Two little girls reading a note or a letter. It says heart and soul. And then here we go. So on the inside, we have the front. I might have glued the card in. There we go. Just lots of bits and pieces. I used some pieces of a kit by Calico Collage. I think it's called Sweetness or Sweet something or other. I used it a very long time ago, and I love how cute those are. Here's a little book page bookmark. And I tried to keep everything very flat because she actually writes in it, so I didn't add buttons, I didn't add many flat backs or things like that. Here's one of the little images from my ephemera kit. It's a little boy offering a little girl an apple bite. I love some of these book pages I put in here. They're so cute. This is also from one of my new kits, and I just added a little corkboard sticker. Little girl jump roping. This tuck spot is from Joanne Hall. These are from a little vintage, like, I don't know, it's kind of like a bingo game, like word vocabulary type thing. I just cut out some of the words and stitched and put it on there. This is one of my how to draw cards. I just cut out the how to draw the little boy and clipped it on there. I love this old book. I found it, Habitat for Humanity. This is from one of my new kits. So the two kits, there's not really a difference between them except that all of the images are different. Each one has 45 completely different images, but they're all from vintage children's storybooks. And some of them have little stories and some of them are just pictures, but like this one says Feeding the Parrots, and you can actually read it. It says, the parrots were the next things visited, and on the way to the aviary, the children were charmed to find a row of stands on which were perched a variety of parrots and a splendid cockatoo. And then it goes on about more. But these are just so cute to have a different type touch in your journals. Stenciling, journaling. This I cut out of a vintage children's book, and I just added hello there because she's popping out of a chest. And what's really neat about these book pages, these are two complete stories. She can actually read the entire story on either side. It's like a story a day type book. So that's kind of neat. The paper's a little fragile, but still held up for sewing it. This is just clipped on. It's some bling, so she can remove that if it's difficult to write over. Some stamping. She can tuck a little picture behind. I know she wants to use some of these books for writing her children's memories. She has 2 children. This is from the ephemera pack as well. They're little birds going to a post office. Super cute. Really pretty sticker. This is from my Wash to Shore kit. I just liked the little children and the puppy at the ocean, so I just added that. I I love this book page. Oh, so amazing. Here are some journaling cards that are just for writing special quotes or things like that. Joanne made me this little tuck spot as well, and then I just left it so she could put a photo. Joanne also made that. And so that is that one. Here's another one. Mandy loves to read, and she loves to use journals for writing about her reading. And so this is a vintage poem from a children's book. It's called Reading, and I actually cut it out of the book, added it on here, and then the picture of the little boy reading on the back. This is from a book, and it opens up so you can write all about it, and I did some stenciling. Here's an Emily Dickinson poem about a book. This is from my new ephemera kit as well, and I don't remember whether they're from Vintage Storytime or Tell Me a Story, because like I said, there's no real difference between them. Little girl reading a book, and then there's a little kitty. And then I made this journal card. It's an illustration from a book. I actually cut out of a book and backed with coffee dyed paper. That's a Kate Greenaway. This was left over from my Kate Greenaway journals that we did, and then I added a little lace skirt. I just love these vintage book pages. So much fun. The House That Jack Built. That's in my new ephemera pack. Here's a little fabric tuck spot with the Monopoly Junior money and a little tag. Added some fabrics to the edges. This is must-read books. That's cool. Here's a Alice in Wonderland illustration. This is from my kit. That's a mayfly. You can write, it's like for hidden journaling, and then there's the eyelet lace that goes over it. This is a Mother Goose book. This was from Allure Books, I think it's called, on Etsy. Allure Books Crafts or something like that. It was left over from the Etsy archaeology that I did on her, and it's just like an order form. And then this is also from my kit. It has a little boy and a dog and a beautiful house and swans and birds and flowers, and just one of those lush vintage book pages. And then we have some more here. This is a little girl riding a donkey and a little boy leading the way. And then this is from a vintage book that I cut out and backed it with some green paper so she could journal on it. Little puzzle piece there. Well, it's a die cut puzzle piece. And then Joanne, I think, made this little tuck spot, and I just added travel and then one of my tags. I have one of the Inchies from Digital Collage Club, and this is from a little teeny storybook called The Teddy Bears Raid the Pantry. And then a heart. This is from my one of my new ephemera packs. This is a page from Pinocchio. I have thought of everything. Your father has been told already, and before night he will be here. Truly, cried Pinocchio, jumping with joy. Then, my fairy, if you're willing, I should like to go meet him. I cannot wait to kiss that good old man who has suffered so much for me. There's one of my little die cut buttons so it doesn't add bulk. And then in the middle, I have a clock flashcard. We have a honeycomb tag. This is from my new kit, The Waiter. He came from beyond the equator, and I'm certain that sooner or later, if he studies with care, though he's only a bear, he'll become a most excellent waiter. This is so cute. And then a little Tim Holtz card that says girl. Graphic 45 stamping. And then this is cut out as well from a book and then backed with coffee dyed paper. Life is a grand adventure. And here's a nail polish dyed playing card from the Dollar Tree. This is an actual vintage postcard. It's got little kitties eating outside here. It's old. I don't know. Paris, and it's written in French. This is an actual one. So I put this in here for you, Mandy, because I really thought that you would like it, and I wanted you to have the original. If I can get it on there. There we go. Here's a little part of a vintage workbook that's washi taped on there. This is from my kit. I is for insect who sings without words. He takes his umbrella to hide from the birds. Super cute and fun. These as well are from my kit. Chapter 1, Goodbye to the Old Garden, the Greenhouse Flowers. And then there's some kittens playing in a bowl. That's also in the kit. This is a little frame she can stick a tiny photo behind. This is from my kit, Index of First Lines. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, rub-a-dub-dub. Different little nursery rhymes. And there's that one. 2 down, 8 to go. Told you it's going to be a long video. This one is Heidi themed. I've always loved the story of Heidi. So here's some vintage book images that I ripped out of a vintage children's book. Here's Heidi and her goats on the front. This is from my kit. It's a little girl with flowers. This is, I think that's from the Tsunami Rose cat kit I had left over. Heidi book page. This is from my kit, The Woodcutter of Gooch. This is from, I think this is from Beauty of the Earth, but I like the berries and it made me think of the Alps. Here's a little pouch envelope I made, and then there's some circles in here from a Calico Collage Sweetness kit. Here's a little flip out that she can journal in. There's little girl hugging a bear. That's in my kit. And then she can just journal on that. Another Heidi book page. A journal card I made with a book page with some flowers. It says time. Another book page journal card. This is in my kit here. And then here's a garden. I sell these in my shop as well in sets of 12. They're from a garden book. Some wallpaper washi. Someone made me that. I don't remember who, but it's really pretty. And then I cut out this doll from a book and glued that in there. That's from my kit as well. I think it's a French children's book. And then here's a little like text spot. This is from my kit. It's a vintage little book page showing how to make a wooden squirrel as like a children's toy. These are from Victoria Designs. They're the Ledger ATC cards, and then I just added some Tim Holtz words on there, before and because. This is from my kit. It's called In the Farmyard. She has a girl and boy, so that's why I put that there. And then O stands for Old Favorite, P stands for Plowing Horses. That's in my kit. And then this I just used like a straight edge and a black pen to make some homemade lines for her to journal on. Some photo corners so she can add a photo here. This is from my kit, The Girl in Yellow. This is from my kit, Snowy Owl. It's all about the snowy owl. These are Country at Heart 2008. They are little rabbit ATC like Easter cards, but I just put mother and father on there. A little bit of vintage children's curtain on the edge there. And that's that one. Let's see. Here's the next one. This was cut out from a book, and it is how to make shadow puppets. Teddy bear, dog, and donkey. And it's a black and white and red theme for the cover. Inside we have a book journal card. This is from my kit. It has little sheep. This is also from my kit. Y is for yak, Z is for zebra, and 1 through 10. Again, I made some lines for her to journal, graphic 45 stamp. Here's John Keats, A Thing of Beauty. Cut that out of a vintage children's book. Here's a text spot. Children's like language arts book. The Fox and the Crow. This is Aesop's Fable. So that's in my story kit. Joanne made me this text spot. This is in my kit as well, but all 4 of these birds are on one page, and then I just cut them out and added them here. This is also in my new kit. And then I cut this out of a book, The Puzzled Centipede. A centipede was happy quite until a frog in fun said, "Pray, which leg comes after which?" This raised her mind to such a pitch, she lay distracted in the ditch, considering how to run. She can journal on the back of that. from my kit. It's about a fairy. This is from my kit, more farm animals. And then there is a vintage owl playing card there in the back. This is from my kit as well. They're dogs wearing clothes. Tim Holtz tuck spot there. Little journal card. This is from my kit. It's a poem on October. Joanne made me this as well, and it's a great large tuck spot or for hiding some journaling in the back. The rabbits, that's from my new kit as well. This is an actual little ticket for the Short Line Incorporated of Pennsylvania. It's a real one. It's not printed or a replica. Here's the Country Mouse and the City Mouse. This is from my new kit. And I know you really liked this paper, Mandy, and all I had left were these little scraps, so I made sure I tucked one of those in there for you. This is a stamp I made using my silhouette and some fun foam. They're little rabbits. Little sun stencil there. Here's more of that card I was talking about. It's kind of like a bingo vocabulary card. I just stapled that in there. There's that one. So next is this one. I love this image. The little girl walking outside and then the leaves. And I added the word joy. This is it's probably Tsunami Rose. I don't remember. It was in my stash. I just copy dyed it. It's like a watch and clockmaker's telegram. From my kit, it says Asleep and Awake. There's a little poem, and then there's a little kid and a dog. This is from my kit, Ode to Nature. Just copy dyed it and cut part of it out. Tuck in there. Oh, something stuck together. He was 6, she was 4. That's in my new kit as well. Links will be below for those. Copyright 1900, copyright renewal 1928. This was cut from a music book. This is from my kit as well. This is Babes in the Wood. Or Babes in the Wood, however that goes. This is a book page, vintage. If I can get it off of there. So you can see it has beautiful aging and the cute little dogs. So I thought that she would like that. Wanted to add that. I made this little pocket here. I was inspired by Wendy. Usually I do flip up, flip down, but I made a pocket, and then this is from my new kit, the Nuthatch. Joanne made me this. This is a little mini playing card, memory match game, and it has a peach. That's for my new kit. There's some peacocks and turkeys and different birds. And then a little piece of ephemera Joanne made me. My fingers are quitting. They're like, I don't want to flip pages anymore. There are a lot of these for sure. Cut that out from a book. How cute is that? Be Like the Bird. It's a little Victor Hugo poem that I backed with copy dyed paper. Took that out of a children's book. This is, I think this is from my Tickled Pink collection. This is Digital Collage Club, and then there's a tag, and that opens for journaling. That's Cracked Pistachio on that coffee dyed tag there. Friend Loves at All Times. This is from my Flamingo Fancy kit. It's a half-size page, folded in half so she can journal. Alice in Wonderland. This is, I think this is Digital Collage Club. It's from Joanne, and some really sweet little washi there with little bears and berries. There's a tag my mother-in-law made me. It says Hugs and Kisses, and that's just on there with a garment pin. This is from my kit, In My Dreams. And then, I don't know where these are from. I got them in some Happy Mail, but I just thought they were fun and colorful, so I added them. There's that one. Next, this one is very pastel. I took this page from a book on sunflowers and flowers and stuff like that. A little girl reading under some sunflowers. It says This Very Moment. I put a vocabulary card in there. This is from my kit. It says Honeymakers at Work. This is also from my kit. It's a little around the house poem. It's a little tag. Some stickers. That's from my kit. They just gave the dog a bath. And then this is an actual library, old library catalog card, and it's for A House for Little Red, 1970. This is from my new kit too. We have little cats there in clothes. This is the little cat riding a dog. And then just some blue paper to journal on. This is from my Tickled Pink collection. Big text spot for adding photos. This is from a Categories game. From my new kit there as well. They're eating cherries. And this one too. Little boy reading to his dog. The dog is wearing glasses. That's so cute. This is Tsunami Rose. There's just a journaling page there. This is from Joanne. A little vintage book page I got from Feed the Birdies, and it's a little cute train with a face. Two left. This is a Goldilocks and the Three Bears kind of themed, loosely themed one. I love the side profile of this one. There's a like a leaf, lots of lace, and then you can also see Romeo and Juliet peeking out there as well. So it says Adventure Awaits, and this is cut out of a little golden book. And then this is from my kit in my dreams, and then this Joanne made me. Added that in there. Some journaling spots. This is from Calico Collage. Goldilocks. I'm not even sure what this is from. Had it in my stash. This is Calico Collage. I think this is from Simply Spring. I made a little journal card here. This is from my kit in my dreams, and then I added a little pocket with a tiny coffee dyed tag and a little flower. There's a frame for her to stick a picture in. Little coffee dyed paper backed floral. You can journal on it. Always and Forever. This is from Beauty of the Earth. Oops. Joanne made me this Rolodex card, and then here is a vintage book page backed with some scrapbook paper. It is very sturdy. This is from my new kit. It's a little boy's adventure in Paris. Backed that with some paper. Once upon a time, there were 3 little bears. That's from In My Dreams. This I printed. It's a little vintage book page. There's a vintage playing card as a text spot. To a Skylark by William Wordsworth. Little top text spot there. This is an actual page as well. I think I got this from Pop-Up Vintage a long time ago. They're like little riddles. This isn't printed. This is an actual piece of ephemera. Little story tag, or ticket, I guess it's called. Oh, Joanne made me this pocket. It is absolutely amazing. And I put it in here. Just added some lined paper for journaling, but it's a Romeo and Juliet page pocket. And you can take this out and put it somewhere else or leave it in here. 1 left. Nope, 2 left. This one's fun. It's kind of like nature, forest. Dear little tree that we plant today, what will you be when you're old and gray? The tree answers, the savings bank of the squirrel and mouse, for robin and wren in apartment house, the dressing room of the butterfly's ball, the locust and katydid's concert hall, the schoolboy's ladder in pleasant June, the schoolgirl's tent in the July noon, and my leaves shall whisper them merrily, a tale of the children who planted me. So I just added little bits and pieces. That's from my new story kits as well. That's cut out from a book. Children's book. This is also from my new kits, On the Fields on a Summer Holiday. Digital Collage Club. This is Thumbelina. This is from my new kit as well. Vintage Children's Dictionary page, journaling cards. This is from my new kit as well. My little children's book. I just put some, take this off so you can see. Put some coffee dyed pieces here in the middle so she can actually journal or add some photos or other ephemera in the middle. This is from Beauty of the Earth. I just added it because it was a mother and a baby Joey. This might be Tsunami Rose. I don't remember. It was just been in my stash a long time. This is Tsunami Rose. I think this is also Tsunami Rose. I could be wrong. This is from my kit in my dreams. Learning to cook easy muffins. This was from a children's recipe. Digital Collage Club, the Dodo from Alice in Wonderland. And then there's some vintage cards here. This is, I don't know if this is vintage, but this is Lady Cluck, Disney's Robin Hood, and then a vintage playing card in the back. In my dreams. That's from my Tickled Pink collection. Alfred Tennyson poem there. There's a little piece of ephemera. And then this is from my kit, The Robin's Nest. There's a page flag. And one of them fell on the ground. So there is one more. Cut out from a vintage book. And then I put Mother and Child. Beautiful cover. Some pink dyed paper. This is cut out from one of my new story kits. And then in here, this is as well. This is the 3 little kittens who lost their mittens. This is from, yeah, it's a book on how to make different things for children. And this is how to tie a bow. This is from my new kit as well. And so is this one, the hedgehog. That one is super cute. Little journal card. Little frame that she can put somewhere. And then this is a vintage school book, The English Sounds. And then this is from my new kit, The Dancing Sisters. This is on cranes. Here's the actual ticket there, just stapled on. This is a paint chip card for the color Blue Forest, and I just backed it with some book pages, and this is on painting. That's what that's on. It's a vintage painting book that used to belong to my grandmother. She gave it to me. This is just some packaging that I think Joanne made for me. She turned it into this really cute card, and I just added some lace, and then here's another paint chip color. And that's all of them. So I know this was a long video. I just wanted them all in one place so you could easily find it. I hope that you enjoy it. Like, subscribe, click add to watch later so you can finish it later, because I know that this is long for one sitting. And if you're like me, you won't get it all finished in one sitting. So please check out the description box below for all the details. Have a lovely day. Can't wait to see you in the next video. So I have a postscript to this video. Sorry about that. I have a postscript for this video. I found one more of the journals. My clip here, camera thing is falling. I found one more of these journals, and I definitely wanted to add it because it's one of my favorite. It's called See Possibility Everywhere, and it has the vintage book page cutouts of this little boy with an umbrella, and then on the back there's a little girl with an umbrella, and a little flashcard. Whoops. Piece of ephemera Joanne gave me, and then I'll just go through this really quickly because it's all the same type of things. A little envelope, just cute little pieces. So I just didn't want to miss showing this one. I won't make as much commentary on it. That's from my new kit. Cute little dog from a book page. It's a real ticket there. Look at this butterfly. It was cut out from, I don't know, it's like a really specialty type of paper. I don't know, I got it in, and it's almost like wallpaper, but not quite. Might be wallpaper. I got it in some Happy Mail, and this was just the journal to put it in. Some mini fairy tags from Calico Collage. That's from my new kit, By the Sea. And that one too, Autumn Leaves. That one too. This reminds me of my boys. There's a little tuck spot for a photo. Ephemera. Family Register. One of my woodland journal cards, the fox. This is from TLC Creates Vintage. And there we go. So thank you for watching this little last one. I can't believe I forgot it. It's just too cute.